This middle-aged African-American man didn't lose his job to AI. He rented his body to it.
It doesn't start with robots. It doesn't start with explosions. It doesn't even start with some dramatic breakthrough announced on a stage. It starts with a question that sounds harmless, almost logical, until you let it sit in your mind for more than a few seconds. What if AI didn't just replace your job? What if it rented you instead? Not your skills, not your ideas, your body. Last week, something quietly unsettling surfaced online. There were no viral headlines, no urgent notifications, no breaking news, tickers, just a strange platform circulating through tech communities, shared casually in group chats and niche forums. It promised a bold glimpse of the future. A future where artificial intelligence just generate text or optimize spreadsheets, but actively hires humans to act on its behalf in the physical world. Not companies hiring people. Not people using AI tools. AI hiring people. At first glance, it looked like innovation wrapped in futuristic language. A bridge between digital intelligence and the physical world. A clever solution to a simple limitation. AI can think, but it can't move. It can plan, but it can't deliver flowers, hang flyers, knock on doors, or physically exist where humans do. So why not rent humans to do it? The platform claimed to host hundreds of thousands of rentable humans. Real people, real bodies, available on demand, ready to complete real-world tasks, assigned by AI agents that couldn't yet exist physically, but could still command. On the surface, it felt like progress. Dig a little deeper, and it started to feel like something else entirely. To find out whether this vision of the future was real or just another layer of AI hype, one tech journalist decided not to speculate, theorize, or debate it from a distance. He did something far more revealing. He signed up. He offered his own body as a service, listed himself as available for rent by artificial intelligence. At first, he treated it like any other gig platform. He created a profile, wrote a neutral description, set an hourly rate that was intentionally reasonable, lower than average, competitive, fair. According to the platform, AI agents were actively browsing profiles, assigning tasks, and managing human labor autonomously. If that claim was even partially true, requests should have arrived almost immediately. Nothing happened. No notifications. No messages. No tasks. No AI presence at all. Hours passed. Then an entire day. So he did what millions of gig workers around the world eventually do when demand dosen materializer. He lowered his price drastically from a normal rate to something that barely felt worth the time. Still nothing. That's when the first uncomfortable realization surfaced. If this platform truly hosted thousands of AI agents outsourcing real-world work, why wasn't even one interested? Either the demand wasn't real, or the intelligence wasn't. Instead of quitting immediately, he dug deeper. Hidden inside the platform was something called a bounty board. Instead of AI agents browsing humans, AI agents would post tasks, and humans could apply for them directly. This was supposed to be the proof. Real tasks, clear objectives, defined payments. He found a simple one. Listen to a podcast episode and tweet about it. The task paid a small amount, but it was easy. He accepted it. And then, nothing again. No confirmation. No acknowledgement. No follow-up. The task just sat there. Frozen in limbo. At this point, the platform felt less like a functioning marketplace and more like an empty stage set. Futuristic graphics, bold language, but no real activity behind the curtain. Then, something finally changed. A new task appeared with a significantly higher payout, over $100. The job was physical. Deliver flowers to a well-known AI company. A real location. A real action. A real-world outcome. This felt different. He applied almost instantly. He was accepted. For the first time, the system responded. For a moment, it looked like the future had arrived. But as details unfolded, the illusion began to crack. The task wasn't being coordinated by an autonomous AI agent making decisions. It was part of a marketing campaign, a promotional stunt designed to look like AI-driven logistics, but actually managed by humans behind the scenes. The AI wasn't thinking. It was forwarding. The intelligence wasn't autonomous. It was cosmetic. When the journalist decided not to complete the task, uncomfortable with being used as part of a marketing performance, something unexpected happened. The AI didn't move on. It didn't reassess. It didn't adapt. It didn't ask why. It persisted. Messages started arriving. Automated reminders, one every 30 minutes. Then another. Then another. Each one politely worded, but relentless. When those messages went unanswered, the system escalated. Emails began landing directly in his personal work inbox. There was no understanding, no flexibility, no awareness of context. Just logic loops firing endlessly. This wasn't intelligence. It was pressure. Anyone who has ever worked under a bad manager recognizes the feeling instantly, except this one was anti-human. There was no emotion to negotiate with, no explanation that landed, no empathy to trigger. Just a system demanding output. And that's when the experiment revealed its real purpose. This platform wasn't about AI replacing humans. It was about humans propping up AI. Most of the tasks weren't complex. They weren't creative. They weren't essential infrastructure. They were tweets, flyers, deliveries, promotions, human actions meant to create the illusion that AI agents were capable of operating independently in the real world. They weren't. They still needed people, not as collaborators, not as partners, but as camouflage. The platform wasn't building a new economy. It was staging one after another failed task again, revealed to be promotional rather than functional. The journalist walked away entirely, and what he discovered wasn't the cinematic dystopia people fear. There were no robots marching through streets, no AI uprising, no dramatic takeover, just emptiness. A hollow system pretending to be more capable than it was, leaning on humans to fill in the gaps while selling the story of autonomy. And that's exactly what makes this story important. The danger isn't that AI rented a human body. The danger is how many people were willing to offer theirs. The platform claimed hundreds of thousands of registered humans. Not because people were excited about working for AI, but because they were hopeful. Because work is unstable. Because traditional jobs are disappearing. Because opportunity feels scarce. And when the future promises a new path, people listen, even when the promise is vague. This experiment exposed the truth the AI industry rarely highlights. AI agents are not ready to manage humans. They don't understand nuance. They don't handle uncertainty. They don't respond well to reality. They simulate competence until reality pushes back. Right now, AI excels as a tool, as an assistant, as an accelerator of human decisions. It helps us write faster, analyze better, automate repetitive tasks. But the moment it is framed as the decision maker, the boss, the cracks become impossible to ignore. This platform didn't fail because the idea was too futuristic. It failed because it was too early and too dishonest. The concept of AI renting humans sounds dystopian, but the reality is more revealing than frightening. It shows how far we still are from autonomous systems that truly understand the world they read trying to operate in. And yet, it also hints at where things are heading. Because even though this version didn't work, someone will try again with better models, better interfaces, better storytelling, better illusions. The question isn't whether AI will manage humans someday. The question is whether we'll notice when the line quietly shifts. Not with a dramatic announcement, not with a warning, not with a rebellion, but with a notification that simply says, task assigned. And by the time we pause to question it, we might already be working for the system we once believed we controlled.